Hey everybody, welcome to a quick, less than 30-minute movement practice. This is going to be a little bit in the range of more of a fitness class, but I really am prefacing it as simply movement because the reason I'm teaching this class right now is because it is hot outside, right? I've been hot, and I think most of you watching this know that I love hot. I love being hot. I love summer, all that good stuff. Even myself, I have found it hard to kind of decide to do movement because I'm hot and sweaty, and do I really want to get more sweaty? So this class is designed to mobilize and move the body, also strengthen, but without all there's no jumping, there's a little intensity, but it's not intended to burn you out. It's supposed to help you feel good, strong, motivated that you did something, so then you can kind of go back to that, cool mode where you're trying to cool your body down. So drink water and enjoy. Thanks so much for being here. So we're going to start in a wider stance, toes out, heels in, and we'll just do some goddess squats right away to, check in with the hips, add our mobility right away. So inhale, exhale, arms. We're actually going to switch the breath. So on an inhale, sit down. And on an exhale, stand and kind of squeeze the glutes. That's our flow for just a couple moments. Inhale. Exhale. This is a really good time to check in with your legs. So if you feel that your knees are pushing way too far over your ankles, I want you to widen your stance. I need to do that just a little bit. Inhale. That feels better for me. Exhale. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale. A few more. So this alone could be just a movement you do on a warm day. It brings some mobility, it brings some strength, and it gets your energy moving, but it also won't burn you out. Okay, so we're going to start adding on. So I want the breath to be natural. Don't let the breath get confused. I'm going to take it out of my cueing so that I can get the rest going. So you're going to squat down, take your left hand towards your right knee and kind of just reach like a cat stretch on a side body. And then inhale up, straight legs. Sorry, I said I'd take the breath out. Take the breath out, straight legs. Come down. Right hand, left knee, and up. Just do this side to side. We're going to add on, reach your arms up, and then bring both hands down, crisscross, and make a cat as you straighten the legs. Arms up, crisscross opposite arm, touch your thighs, make a cat with your spine as you come up. Do this a couple times, just like this. So stretching that back body all the way down to the low back, through those shoulder blades. Now we're going to add the whole thing together. So left hand right, stand, right hand left, stand, crisscross, round up, crisscross opposite arm, round up, left hand, up, right hand, up, crisscross, round up, crisscross, round up. A couple more. One more full cycle. Good. Go ahead and just stand. Let your natural center realign. Heel toe your feet together. We're going to keep that side bending into the body. And we'll start by simply bring your feet just a little bit wider than your hips. Toes just slightly turned out. We'll bring I'm going to do opposite of you, so the left foot back, and we're going to do a curtsy lunge. So first just setting that up. Your right knee is in front, your left heel is lifted, and you're squaring yourself forward, okay? And so you're going to come back, squat, curtsy, squat, curtsy, squat, curtsy. So now that you've got that, you're going to curtsy with that side bend. Squat, curtsy, squat, curtsy, squat. I would do exhale, squat, inhale, curtsy. But if you're naturally breathing the opposite way, that's the way. Okay, we're going to add on one more time. And so if the balance is just too much for you, stick with what we've been doing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, curtsy, exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, curtsy, side bend, exhale, knee to elbow. Keep going. About 5 more. Last one. Land that curtsy squat. So now that we're landing it, check in again. Right knee's bent, toes just slightly turned out. Left heel lifted. You're far enough back with the left foot. Hips and heart squared forward. Front knee's bent, back knee bends, little pulses. So you can just stick with this with your arms forward, or arms can go out and you can do a little bit of a palming of a basketball or a grapefruit. Last one. Step it forward and shake it out. So I told you there'd be some intensity. Let that natural heat match the outer heat. Take a sip of water. I'll do that right now. Preparing for the second side. So, toes just slightly out, feet just slightly wider than hips. Remember, we're going into curtsy squat. We'll add the side bend a little bit later, and then the knee to elbow, but I'm not going to pause as much this time. So squat, curtsy. Do take a pause here. Square yourself forward. Keep that right heel lifted. Knee is over your left ankle. Squat. Curtsy, squat. Curtsy, squat. Curtsy, squat. Keep going. Now add that side bend. Side bend, curtsy, squat. Side bend, squat. Keep going. Last add-on. We're going to stay with that curtsy side bend and then come into a balance knee to elbow. Side bend curtsy, knee to elbow. Side bend, knee to elbow. Side bend, knee to elbow. Keep going. Don't worry about the balance. Let it be fluid. That balance is strength building. Last one like this. And we've got curtsy. So go back, set it up, check in. Left toes are slightly out. Right heel is lifted. Both knees bent. Hips and heart squared forward. So I'm going to the basketball palm, or you could just keep hands in front and go right into the pulses. So think about your belly button being the one that's pulsing. Not one. Of course, your knees are gently moving, but think about the movement, the axis of the center being your belly button. Keep going. Last one. Stand it up. Shake it out. Great job, everybody. We're headed to the mat. Plank pose. I think we're going to start in the hardest option, and then I'll back it up. So if you just know right away, full plank on your hands doesn't work, do some cow cats, and I'll meet you in a moment. So, finding your plank. Reminder, you want those hands as wide as your shoulders, index fingers parallel. That's super important when holding plank. And then bring your knees up. So again, option for knees down in a second, but I'm just going to get everyone going if you would like. So we're going to do mountain climber, but slow. So exhale, right knee, inhale. Exhale, left knee, inhale. Exhale, right knee, inhale, pause. Exhale, left knee, inhale. And now, right, left, right, left. That can be just as you breathe. Exhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Exhale, pause. Step, 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 step. Great. Keep going. Or, in a true hands and knees, it doesn't need to be a half plank. You're going to do lift, down, lift, down, lift, down, lift, down, tap, 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 lift, down, lift, down, lift, down, lift, down, tap, 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 tap. Keep going, either one. One more cycle. Good. Child's pose. Find a way that you feel supported. If you need a little respite for your wrists, turn the palms over. Relax. Good. We're going to land on the back. This will be our final position where we'll also cool down. We're going to start with some bridge lifts and then a mild stretch, which you could, of course, continue on as you like. So, hands touch your heels, toes straight away. On an exhale, push your hips up. Take a moment, just check in. I always like to kind of see where my hip bones are at and see if I can lift them equally high. We'll do just a couple pulses here, meaning lifts and lowers. Inhale, hover, exhale, lift. Inhale, exhale. Good. Now we're going to open, close, lift a leg. Open, close, opposite leg. Open, close, lift. Open, close, lift. So when I'm saying close, you're just coming back to that parallel thigh position. Hips stay lifted the whole time, strengthening your trunk. Throwing your body out of alignment or balance rather, and then bringing it back in. So the strength has to compensate. Stick with it, just a couple more. Five more each side. Keep your hips high. Two more each side. Last one. Awesome, lower it down. Nice job. Let your knees windshield wiper right and left. And while you're doing that, feel the muscles of your backside kind of get a massage. So you want to really roll on to your hips, your low back, and your glutes. So we are through with the intensity. We're going to do a little stretch. Keep your knees bent, feet on the mat, and bring your right leg straight. You're going to hold your hands behind your right thigh. Push your leg into your hands. So there's some action there. This helps balance the hips. The action is important to make that happen. So you should be pushing. My leg is almost shaking. I'm pushing so hard. But meanwhile, my hips, my left leg, my belly, they're all relaxed. And then bend your right knee, bring that ankle to your left thigh. And then you're going to just let the two fall over to the left. Take your left hand to your right thigh and turn your chin to the right. So we did some really nice side stretch and side crunching movements at the beginning. So just bring some awareness to that space between your rib cage and your hips. See if you can breathe a bigger breath into it, into that side of your body. Come back through center, undo your legs. Keep your right foot now on the ground, knee bent, left leg up. Hammock behind your left thigh by creating a basket with your hands. Flex left foot and push left thigh into that basket. So again, there should be action in the leg and not action elsewhere. Flex that left foot. Keep pushing, and while you're pushing, just kind of imagine the anatomy, the structure of your hips, your pelvis, the two femur bones, your spine, sacrum, how they all fit together like perfect puzzle pieces. Good, release. Bend that left knee, bring the foot on top of the right knee. So both legs are bent, the ankle and the knee are touching. Leg and foot fall to the right now. Use your right hand to push inner left thigh away and turn your chin and shoulder to the left. And again, bring that awareness to your left side between the hip and the rib cage. See if you can inflate more space there with your inhales. Bring yourself back through center. And now your choice, moving into a Shavasana or another resting pose, maybe another stretch. But you've built your heat, you've built your strength today. You've mobilized your body. And now it's time to rest and cool down again. Thank you so much for being here. Take really good care.